I still remember the first night I set up the Bar 9.1. I sat down planning to watch just one episode, and within minutes I realized the audio wasn't just louder or clearer, it was present. And that's exactly who this system is for, the person who can settle for hollow sound that only hints at depth, who recognizes when something feels genuinely built right. Before you overthink anything, check the current price and stock. Now sound systems this immersive don't linger once folks hear what they actually do. You know that moment when an explosion should make your chest tighten but instead just happens? Or a line of dialogue that should feel crisp but gets lost under the mix? That was my old setup. It was fine until it wasn't. I remember leaning back one night, mid-movie, realizing I was straining for audio detail I wasn't getting. That's when I knew I'd outgrown good enough. When I first powered up the Bar 9.1, everything changed. Dolby Atmos didn't feel like a string on a spec sheet. A sound genuinely moved above and around me. The detachable rear speakers weren't an afterthought. They placed sound behind me in a way that made scenes feel alive. And when that sub hit, it didn't just rumble, it defined the low end with authority and clarity. Once you feel that level of performance, weaker systems start sounding like they're holding back. Using it day to day shifted how I interact with content. Movies now feel like experiences instead of background noise. Games feel vivid, where every footstep and effect feels directionally placed. Sports feel expansive, like an arena surrounds you instead of just a screen. Even regular TV shows feel more engaging because the audio actually matters. And don't wait for the right moment. Pricing shifts and stock changes can happen overnight, and hesitation usually means missing the experience you actually want. Maybe you're wondering if all this is overkill for everyday shows. I asked myself the same thing at first. What caught me off guard wasn't just the power, it was how connected and intentional everything sounded. Other bars push audio forward. This one builds a stage that wraps you. Once you've felt that difference, anything weaker feels distant, like you re-watching through a quiet bubble instead of being in the moment. One thing that genuinely surprised me was how many subtle details I suddenly noticed: ambience, directional cues, texture in effects that used to feel buried. That's where pride of ownership shows up. When friends ask how your sound feels so full and you smile because it's your choice delivering that. Sound that moves around and above you, subwoofer that hits with control, depth surround speakers that actually place effects, dialogue so crisp you turn the volume down, every scene feels bigger, more alive. It has a bit of gear to position right. Battery swaps in rear speakers are a thing, but here's the truth. At some point you stop comparing every option and just go with the one you already kept imagining. That's the Bar 9.1. Don't let this be an upgrade you delay and regret later. Check the price, see what's in stock, and trust that feeling that told you it was time. Once you hear what real immersive sound feels like, everything else just feels quiet.